Welcome back, my dear children. Today we are going to continue our exercise 4.3. In our previous video, we have completed till the third sum. Now let's continue with the fourth one. I am reading the question. Please look into your textbooks, children. In the adjacent figure, PQ is parallel to ST. Angle PQR is equals to 110 degrees and angle RST is equals to 130 degrees. Find angle QRS. Look at the figure, children. This is given to us. They are saying PQ is parallel to ST. These two lines are parallel lines. And angle PQR, that is this angle, is equals to 110 degrees. And angle QRS we have to find. We have to find this angle. They have also given us that angle RST is 130 degrees. Okay, children. So let us see how can we solve and find the angle. There's a hint given to us. Draw a line parallel to ST through point R. They have asked us to do a construction which is to draw a line parallel to ST. A line, this is the line ST. We have to draw a line parallel to ST through R. Okay, children, we are drawing a line which is parallel to ST through R. We are doing a little construction to solve this sum. Okay, so let us call this line as line AB. Okay, now let us see how we can proceed. For the first step, write what is given to you. Given PQ is parallel to ST and angle PQR is equals to 110 degrees and angle RST is equals to 130 degrees. We did construction, so we have to mention that also. What is the construction done? We have to draw a line parallel to ST through R. Okay, is that clear, children? And what do we have to find? We have to find angle QRS. We have to find this. Okay, so first let us consider PQ parallel to AB. Okay, we are considering these two lines, PQ parallel to AB. So what is our transversal? QR is the transversal. QR is the transversal. Okay, so what can we write here? Can I say angle PQR plus angle ARQ is equals to 180 degrees? Yes, I will say angle PQR plus angle ARQ is equals to 180 degrees. What is the reason? Interior angles lying on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. You have to mention that, children. Interior angles lying on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. That means when we add them, the sum should be 180 degrees. Okay, that's what we have written. So can I find angle ARQ? Angle ARQ will be equal to 180 minus angle PQR. Yes, so that is nothing but equal to 180 minus angle PQR is given to us as 110 degrees. So that is nothing but 70 degrees. So I have found that this angle is 70 degrees. Okay, children. Now let me consider ST is parallel to AB. I am considering that ST is parallel to AB. And what is our transversal? SR will act as our transversal. SR is the transversal. Okay. In the same way, can we find angle BRS? Can I find this angle? Okay. Similarly, we will find angle BRS. I'll write angle RST plus angle BRS is equals to 180 degrees. Yes. What is the reason? Interior angles lying on the same side of the transversal supplementary. Okay children, with this we will find angle BRS, that will be equal to 180 degrees minus angle RST. What is angle RST? Angle RST is 130 degrees. Therefore that is nothing but 50 degrees. Hence we have found this angle as 50 degrees. Is that clear children? Now if you observe this figure, this line AB is a straight line. What is the angle made by a line? The angle made by a line is 180 degrees. So I will write angle ARQ plus angle QRS plus angle BRS. These three angles, the first, second and third. If I add all of these, I should get 180 degrees. We will write that. Okay. So it is angle ARQ plus angle QRS plus angle BRS is equals to 180 degrees. Angle made by a straight line. Angle made by a straight line. Okay. So ARQ we found it as 70 degrees. We have to find angle QRS, and BRS we found it as 50 degrees. That is equals to 180 degrees. 70 plus 50 is 120 degrees. 120 plus angle QRS is equals to 180 degrees. Angle QRS will be equal to nothing but 180 minus 120, transposition children. So that is equals to 60 degrees. Hence we found the value of angle QRS as 60 degrees. Is that clear children? Very good. Now let's move on to the next sum, the fifth one. Look into your textbooks. In the adjacent figure, M is parallel to N. A comma B are any two points on M and N respectively. Let C be an interior point between the lines N and M. Find angle ACB. Okay. Okay children, so in this sum we need to do one construction. We have to draw a line parallel to line M and N through point C. Okay, we are going to do little construction on in this sum also. We are drawing a line parallel to line M and line N through point C. Okay, let us name this line as L. Okay. Now let us write what is given to us. They have given us that M is parallel to N, and we have to find angle ACB. What is angle ACB? Angle ACB is nothing but Z. That is, we have to find Z is equals to how much. Now let us write the construction done children. We have to draw a line parallel to line M and line N through point C. Okay. Now we know X is equals to angle, what is it? Angle BCP. Angle BCP. Look here children. Now if I consider M is parallel to L, considering M is parallel to L, so CB is my transversal. Yes, CB is the transversal. So can I say that these are interior alternate angles, alternate interior angles? This much, this part children, I am talking about only this part. These are alternate interior angles. So this is also X. Yes. Similarly, if I consider L is parallel to N, then CA will be my transversal. So this part will be nothing but Y. Yes. Hence, we can say that angle ACB, this complete angle is nothing but angle ACP plus angle BCP, which is X plus Y. Hence, Z is nothing but Z is equals to X plus Y. Is that clear children? You can observe the figure and try again. Okay. Now let's move on to the sixth one. Look into your figures. Find the value of A and B given that P is parallel to Q and R is parallel to S. So let us write what is given, children. The sixth one, we have to find the value of A and B. This is the figure given to us and we have to write, first step, what is given. They gave us P is parallel to Q and R is parallel to S. We have to find the value of A and B. Okay. Now look here, children. In this case, first I will consider P is parallel to Q. Okay, when I consider P is parallel to Q, R and S will be my transversal. So let me say R is transversal. Okay, this line R is transversal. Now what have we studied? When a transversal cuts a pair of lines, its corresponding angles will be equal. So these two angles are corresponding angles. Yes, they are corresponding angles. So can I say 2A is equals to 80? Yes. So A will be nothing but 80 by 2, that is equals to 40 degrees. With this, we have found the value of A. Now, in the second case, I am considering S as my transversal. Or we can say that we will consider R is parallel to S. Let us consider R is parallel to S. Now, like this, children. Okay. Like this, if you see, R is parallel to S and Q will be my transversal. Okay, I have changed it this way, children. We will see. So when we say R and S are parallel lines, Q is the transversal in the second condition. What are we doing? We are telling R is parallel to S and Q is transversal. Line Q is the transversal. So in this case, what can we say, children? Can I say that these are the interior angles lying on the same side of the transversal? And what is the condition? When a transversal cuts a pair of parallel lines, then interior angles lying on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. That means 80 plus B is equals to 180 degrees. Yes, children? Interior angles lying on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Hence, B will be equal to 180 minus 80, that is nothing but 100 degrees. We have found the value of A and the value of B. Is that clear, children? Let's move on. Let's move on to the next sum, the seventh one. In the figure given, A is parallel to B and C is parallel to D. Then name the angles that are congruent to. Very simple, children. You just have to say which angles are congruent to angle 1 and angle 2. Observe the figure carefully, children. Observe this figure. The first question is we have to write what are the angles that are congruent to 1. You observe the figure. We are going to point out and I am going to tell you. Okay. So the first one, we are observing that which angles are congruent to angle 1. This is angle 1. In the first case, can I say angle 1 is equals to angle 3? Yes, angle 1 is equals to angle 3. Or we can also say it as angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. Okay, angle 1 is equals to angle 3. What is the reason? Vertically opposite angles. Yes, children? Then we can also say that angle 1 is equals to angle 5 because A and B are parallel lines and C is the transversal. It is given to us. See, look here. A is parallel to B. As soon as they say this condition, A is parallel to B, we know 3 of them will be satisfied. 3 points will be satisfied. Corresponding angles will be equal. Alternate interior angles will be equal. And interior angles lying on the same side of the transversal will be supplementary. So firstly we said 1 is equals to 3 vertically opposite angles. Then we can say 1 is equals to 5 corresponding angles. And 5 is equals to 7 because they are vertically opposite angles. So this way we can say 1 is equals to 3 is equals to 5 is equals to 7. And also 7 is equals to 9. Sorry, angle 1 is equals to angle 9. Why are we saying that? These are corresponding angles. How we are considering now? We are considering C and D are parallel lines. A is the transversal. Okay, children, observe the figure. So we will say angle 1 is equals to angle 9, giving the reason as corresponding angles. Is that clear? Okay. Then we can also say that angle 1 is equals to angle 11. Now we are saying C is parallel to D. Okay, children. So this will be alternate interior angles. And phi will be equal to 15 alternate interior angles, and angle phi will be equal to angle 13 corresponding angles. Therefore, we can say that angle 1 is equals to angle 3, angle 5, angle 7, angle 9, angle 11, angle 13 and angle 15. Similarly, you have to observe and you have to find the angles which are equal or which are congruent to. Congruent to or equal to, it's same, okay? So which are equal to or congruent to angle 2. That is your homework, children. Is that clear? Thank you.